So I'm going to be demonstrating how to hold your pencil. I see a lot of beginning drawing students holding their pencil like this, and this is going to create a lot of pressure on your hand and a lot of cramping, and it also forces you to make smaller lines typically and less consistent long lines. And it also forces you to draw with your hand and not your wrist or your arm. And this unfortunately will create problems for you in terms of cramping. So I advise that people move their hand further back on their pencil and hold it about a third of the way back. And this will enable you to hold it a little bit more gently and also to make smoother, longer lines that have less pressure. When you hold very close to the tip, you put a lot of pressure on your tip, which will make your drawings darker. If you hold further back, you're able to get a lot lighter because there's a lot less pressure on the tip of your pencil. You'll also notice that when I hold my pencil, I don't grip my pencil. I let it just rest in my hand, much as you would with a pair of chopsticks. You're not gripping it. You're just letting it kind of rest there. So you let it just kind of sit in your hand, and holding it further back is going to let you make longer, smoother lines. Also, drawing with your entire arm allows you to make smoother, longer lines rather than drawing with your wrist. But sometimes I do draw with my wrist, and sometimes I actually do rest my hand on my page. I'm holding my glove here because I draw with a white glove so that if I do rest my hand on my page, it's not going to be catastrophic to my drawing, even though you do not really want to be smudging your drawing. If you feel like you need more support and you don't have, old masters used to use like a stick actually to put underneath their drawing to draw and stabilize themselves. But if you just need some support and you feel like it helps you, then you could rest your hand on your paper, but I do suggest you get like a white glove so that you are not smudging your work all the time. And then you can lay your hand on your paper and it will provide some support for you. So this, hopefully you'll be drawing with a lot less pressure on your fingers here if you move it further back. So to draw darker, most people are holding their pencil real tight up here, but this is not what you want to do to draw darker. A lot of times people think, oh, I got to push really hard to draw darker. Well, in reality, you just want to use a darker pencil. So here's an 8 or 9B pencil. You can just use your 8 or 9B pencil. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on it. You just hold it about a third of the way back, and then you can get really nice dark lines without putting pressure on your pencil. And then for lighter lines, use a lighter pencil. This is a 4B, and just hold it a little further back, and you can make lighter lines with it. So switching pencils to get dark will help also with hand cramping. Switch to, a darker pencil. So those are just some tips I have for you. And of course, with a darker pencil, hold it further back too. Do not hold it up here. It's seriously not good for you. So yeah, so that's just some tips. And of course, like if you absolutely have to hold your pencil in an unusual way, like I've seen people hold it like, in different ways that are kind of unusual. Some people like to hold their pencil in an overhand way and draw like this. And if this works for you, quite honestly, this doesn't create a lot of tension either. So if this, holding your hand overhand, feels more comfortable for you, then that's something you could try as well. So these are just tips to relieve tension. Of course, if you hold your pencil in a way that is not like any of these examples, and it works for you, then that's just fine. Thank you.